Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Tour de France 24, episode 42. We are approaching the Tour de France. Breizh Cup is up first. We're going to quick sim this one. The expectation is a strong performance. However, it does open with a time trial. And then two stages to follow that up that are just punchy, so it may not be a victory. Now, of course, if I can take stage one, then obviously we're going to win overall. But Kung takes stage one, so it's a member of our team. Simon Yates gets the stage 2 victory, and for stage 3 I claim victory, and Simon Yates, who was not in the lead, Kung still had it, ends up taking the overall. I told you it probably wasn't or could potentially not be an overall, but what an amazing team performance with 3 riders from our team taking the 3 different stages and us holding the jersey throughout. But Simon Yates takes the overall in this one.
Well done, lads. Congratulations to you. We were the pre-race favourites, and you lived up to the role with brio.
So in the GC, Simon Yates takes the overall win. I finished just 7 seconds behind Amriel Sheffield. Kung hangs on for 5th place. Mohoric gets 13th along the way. So a lot of really, really good points overall for the team. We do not take the KOM, though. And Simon Yates actually comes pretty close on the points classification. I win the young riders. We win the team classification. No surprise about that part. And with another 47 points there on that one, I now have 522 on the season. Over 300 ahead of the chasing pack as a team. Significant advantage. Not quite double, but well ahead right now. And with my 10th hilly stage win, I now have a 79 hill rating. Without the LBL, and really with what we're heading into, there is no way to claim additional points just about anywhere unless we go and win a flat stage or if we win 2 mountain stages. Seems to be about the only way, or a time trial for that matter. It seems to be about the only way that we could claim any additional rating points before we head into the Tour de France, but I think our 82.2 is going to be just fine. So the simulation for the Dauphiné begins with a Merlier victory, Roglic taking stage 2 and the leader's jersey. Groenewegen wins stage 3, Roglic still in the lead. Time trial on 4 will go to Filippo Ganna, but Kung moves into the overall race lead from that one. Venepol takes the first mountain stage and the leader's jersey. Vingegaard takes the medium mountain stage and then takes over the leader's jersey. Roglic takes the next stage, but Vingegaard hangs on, and Pogačar wins the final stage, comes out of nowhere to take the overall, and I was nowhere to be seen in that mix. So the final standings of the Dauphiné look like this. Pogačar takes the overall win, 21 seconds ahead of Vingegaard, Roglic, Evenepoel, Bardet, and I come in 6th place. So is that where they see me on paper anyway? I would imagine they do. I'm a little surprised about the Evenepoel, a little. Definitely have a stronger climber rating than he does, but he's a better time trialist. But Bardet getting ahead of me is a bit of a surprise. Being comfortable ahead of everybody else is no surprise. Adam Yates takes 15th in the overall. I was 3rd in the points classification. I was 2nd in the under 25s. We were 3rd as a team. Not the best performance, not the worst. It's going to close the gap at the top, but it's definitely not going to drop me off the top step heading into the Tour de France. 640 individual pro cycling points now. Pogačar definitely within that halfway range, as is Roglic, but we're still on top of those team standings. Nearly 1,500 points now. No wins, no progression, so we do head into the Tour de France with an 82.2, and the target, the objective is clear. We are going for the win overall. We're going to have to do it battling from behind, as stage 1 is the individual time trial. Right off the bat, and the only one of the race. There's also only 4 mountain stages and 1 medium mountain stage along the way. So opportunities to gain back significant time are minimal. Likewise, 5 punchy stages might be one of the better opportunities for me to make up some time along the way. But we're going to have our work cut out for us in this race. I kind of like the fact that we're going to start from behind. However, the whole rest of the team heads into this race really strong, and I'm not. And I haven't had a fitness peak since the first race of the season. I've been down for the last 5 races in a row, I think.
A new rider is now ready on the ramp for this individual time trial. A few more seconds until he sets off. Come on, let's give him some encouragement.
My teammate Stefan Kung is third at the finish line, just 2 seconds off of Wout van Aert's time. And as we settle in, TT position, pushing hard, we have lucked out. We've really lucked out. It turns out that we are in a race that's only 9 kilometers in length. It's basically a prologue, and it's the only time trial. So the one thing that could really cost me some time isn't going to cost me significant time.
Watch out. The next bend turns left.
Attacking to get back out. Back into the TT.
Come on, boy. Go for it. Go!
Used up a lot of red bar already. Only have so much. In fact, I'm going to back off just a little bit so we can maintain this a little bit longer.
We'll see if you're on the pace.
5K from the finish. Just over 5 minutes so far. And coming up on the first check. I think inside the time, or just right on it. 1 second off. 1 second off. 52nd overall. But half a minute down on my teammate right now. So right now we've already lost half a minute to contenders. And that's basically the halfway point. So I think we are set to lose another half minute. Maybe more. Maybe more, because we have only a little bit of red bar remaining. Okay, last push. Last push.
Go on. Give it all you've got. Go!
Okay, attacking for the line. I thought that was the line right there. It wasn't the line. That was a intersection stop line that I was seeing and aiming for, and it turns out that the line was a little bit further on. I was looking at the timing. I can only see so much on the screen at the same time. Top 4 separated by a single second. Stefan Kung on the short end of the stick with that one, misses the podium entirely. But it's only 10 minutes into the race, and I am nowhere near last in our group. In fact, Egan Bernal being last is rather shocking. Quite shocking. I get same time as Adam Yates, and I am 37th overall, just 41 seconds down. Matthews is 39 seconds. So I do have some time to make up. But good news is I was half a minute down at the halfway point. I ended up only 41 seconds down in the end. So we did manage our effort well with that one to continue pushing on and only lose an additional 10 seconds in that last sector. That's a very manageable time. I expected the time trial to be a portion of this race where we could lose 2.5 or 3 minutes. So to only lose 41 seconds, albeit on a much shorter time trial than what I expected it to be, not looking at profiles ahead of time, puts us in a very strong position. We don't have that much time to make up, and Evenepoel is the only contender in that top group, but then Pogacar's at 13, Roglic is at 15. So I do have some ground to make up, about half a minute on the real contenders, the real climbers, the big 3 climbers. It's also probably a good thing that Kung did not take the leader's jersey, because it would put pressure on our team. For him to be 1 second off is good. Disappointing thing being that he finished 4th while only being 1 second off instead of, being second place, which I think would have been a perfect position for him to be in. Right now for the team, I lead 640 points, obviously nothing additional here, and the guys around me, the real contenders, the best riders, all did something, but Kung's 7th in the world with 275 points. He's having a good season. Visma Lab now have over 1,000, but we're 500 ahead. As we get on with the race, no reason to bother with sprint stages, but we will definitely bother with the others. A lot of what we're going to get in this Tour de France, though, is final climbs or final group of climbs. As a GC rider, I'm going to be sitting pretty a lot of the time and just waiting for late aggressive moves to try to gain time or just stay in the pack. And we're into the final 20 kilometers here of this stage, and we're getting a lot of action at the front. Attempted breaks down to just 88 riders, and it's a little hectic. I've got guys coming forward to now take control. Yates here to protect. Bernal coming up to protect Simon Yates. So we've got a couple punchers ready to go for it, and then I've also got my sprinters standing by. Other guys set to come forward and do the work, but they are just not coming forward at the moment. 27 seconds behind Van der Poel.
The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake.
Trying not to be the one to set the pace, but might have to be here in a second. Mohoric set to be going flat out. Let's also add Kung to that mix. And Matthews and Groves there for sprints if possible. Back where we started the time trial. Okay, this is the climb. We might as well put the field under some pressure and attack and see what happens. Okay, getting that clear separation and then climbing as fast as we can. We also need to, of course, replace our red bar. 12 seconds ahead. They're chasing. Group is thinning. Need to keep pushing through this very steep portion at 17%. Yates has attacked the group too. Ooh, had for a second. Now it's down to 63.
Watch out for him. He's attacking behind.
And Vingegaard attacks. Still 13k to go, so I don't expect this to go anywhere. However, there is time bonuses here at the top, so I will pick up 8 seconds. I've gained 8 seconds at the top. Vingegaard gains 5. Okay, we want a little arrow tuck, and we want to ride. We need that red bar. I will be caught there. I think there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I don't think you're staying away on this climb. Ooh, we're actually not even done climbing. Vingegaard now just a few seconds behind. Vlasov is clear. Peloton's down to 49, but we've got somebody in that ground in between. Gel up. 10k is easy to do with the amount of energy we have. It's just the fact that you're not going to really get a clear
Only 10
opportunity to
kilometers
stay
left before
away.
the finishing line in Bologna.
Attack out from there.
You're on your way to the top spot of the white jersey standings. It's great. Keep going, kid.
Okay, just a little arrow tuck, just a little bit. We want that red bar. I know I could beat
The front of the race is
I could beat
entering Bologna.
Vingegaard in a sprint if it
6
comes down to it,
kilometers
but
to
we've
go.
got 6k to go. Vlasov is just 5 seconds behind. Gonna use the rest of that gel as we come up on the 5k banner.
Go on. Get ready for the sprint. It'll be hard to spring a surprise now.
Paycock has separation. Adam Yates is in that chasing group, 4, 5, 6 placed. Roglic is in the group behind that, so things going well there. Peloton's very small now. And we've got enough separation to hold off the Peloton, I think. What I'm not sure is Vingegaard won't come through, won't ride, but I have plenty of energy for there. I just need to beat him in the sprint, so I do the work.
To gain the upper hand.
And I should be able to beat Vingegaard in a sprint. 2.5k now. Oh, we're coming through here again. Okay. Vlasov has caught us. And we are Group Vlasov, really? You think he's the big name of the three of us? It's not me, but it's not Vlasov either. 1k to go. 1k to go. I Vingegaard starts his sprint. So does Vlasov. Okay, I'm much faster, but I've also got to save enough for the final sprint. First stage win of the Tour de France. And this is why I think we can win this thing. Simple stage. One little climb. I've got some separation. They catch back up to me, but I'm a strong enough sprinter to beat those guys. That's a hilly stage, not a flat one. Not that any development matters. We are in 82.2 for this race, and seemingly for the rest of this series. There is some time gaps to some of those guys, so we are definitely moving up in the GC. So I claim victory. Vingegaard, same time, but he only gains 11 seconds. Remember, we had the climb and the time bonuses there, so I actually gained 18 plus little time gaps. So we're moving right up in those standings. Van Aert, 7 seconds down, but gains 4. Vlasov drops to 4th, gains 2 for the climb. Roglic catches up to some guys, overtakes some guys, moves up, gets 5th. Venapool 6th. Pogačar was also in that group on same time, none of them gaining or losing any time on one another. And Adam Yates somehow slips from 4, 5, 6 to 14th. Must have run out of energy. 20 seconds for him. Bernal, Matthews, Mohoric, Kung, Simon Yates all at 37 behind. I'll be in the top 10. Van Aert takes the race lead. Vingegaard is 8 seconds behind. Evenepoel is 9, and I am 4th at 20 seconds down. 2 seconds ahead of Pogačar, 4 ahead of Roglic. Kung is still 7th. Adam Yates is still 13th. And Matthews is 15th. Mohoric is 16th. No big time gains. We're still talking about 2 or 3 minutes to the top 50. So the separation was minimal. And no surprise about that based on the profile of the stage. How close to the finish we were and how simple that final climb was. Stage 2, sprint stage. Groves takes 8th place. 25k to go here in stage number, what are we even on now? 4? Stage 4. Medium mountain, the only medium mountain stage of this tour. And the intensity of the chase has split the peloton already in half. We're down to 85 riders. We're still chasing the breakaway, which has a 2.5 minute advantage with 11 riders in it. But the intensity here with this false flat is going to split this field up way earlier than expected. We're going to go ahead and gel up for everybody now.
Okay.
Put us back to our near maximum energy. There's going to be little to no recovery on the top of this little Cat 3, which there is time bonuses. I'd like to have the time bonus, but I don't want to push too hard for it. And, well, we're not in position. There's 11 riders at the front, so we're not going to catch them before the top of that climb. So there's nothing to contend on the first one. In fact, we're still significantly behind these guys. And look at that damage being done. Look at that damage being done. Riders already starting to drop back.
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the yellow jersey.
Red gel for these guys.
Okay.
So they can hang in there through this portion of the climb and get us into the next phase at least. And there's those bonus seconds already applied. We're not that far behind these guys now, at a minute and a half down, but the peloton's suddenly down to just 38 riders, and we still have our couple of sprinters here. I need this recovery is already done. That was it. Very short.
The mountains really aren't his thing. He's more of a puncher ruler with a good finish, if in a small group.
Little recovery on the flat here.
Increases its lead on the yellow jersey group.
Now we hit the base of the climb. We have 9k left. We are definitely going to want to control from here. Groves, Matthews aren't going to last long, but we've got replacement guys. We want to stay in the pack for now. This is not an attack and then climb at your pace. See the group dwindle down and the 39 riders. Those guys pulled out an extra 30 seconds. They dropped 1 rider. We've already pulled back 10 on the flat. That did allow a little recovery, and I think we should be setting a tempo here with, I suppose, Kung first. No, Bernal doesn't need protection. We're going to send Mohoric. And do we want to go 110 or 1? I think we want to go 100. It's 9k.
I'll make a big effort on the relay.
There's Mohoric on my right. Right now, we're just going to set my nice steady tempo. Blue gel's already used, and 9k, this is using up energy pretty fast.
It will be difficult to catch him, and it's better for him to finish on his own. The breakaway is being reeled in. It will be difficult to withstand the return of the yellow jersey. This last climb is classified as second category. Therefore, the stage winner will score 5 points in the polka dot jersey classification.
And following Mohoric, setting that nice steady tempo. It's hard at the beginning. It's very hard at the end. So that's going to be the one to watch out for here. Is who has something left at the end. 6.7k. Groves gets dropped.
Is 1 minute from the head of the race.
Let's fix this.
Attacking, whatever you do, don't let him build a lead. Attack. We've got to react straight away. He's a threat to us.
I'm not protected anymore. Why won't it let them protect me? Oh, there it is. I got it.
Okay, I'm coming to protect
Alpha Leap, Roglic, and Pogacar attacking, but not going anywhere. And I've got Mohoric for protection to follow, so that's good. Now Roglic trying to attack. Kus now controlling. Evenepoel following. There's Kung.
Only 5 kilometers left to the
position. We're down to 26. Alaphilippe's out the back. Barguil's out the back. Martinez is out the back. Lenny Martinez. A lot of guys already down. 5k. Here comes the separation. Here comes the separation. I'm okay though for now. I've still got Kung and Mohoric doing some work and not pushing me too deep with 4k, but we're inside 4k, so I think it's time to accelerate a little bit further. Mohoric, let's make that a 110, and then Kung will give me a 110 briefly when Mohoric is done. We're down to 17 in the group, by the way, and 4 just ahead of us, and they're just ahead of us. Oh, that's for Mirsch, so it's really only 3 guys. Another breakaway rider getting caught. Okay, Kung, take over. We're down to 6. We're down to 6.
I'll go full out on the relay. A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer.
Kung gets us in contact. There's the big 3. And with 2.3k, let's see if they can go with me. We attack. Okay. Gel up, so I have another attack possible. Remember, it's very steep at the top. And I've caught Perez, the front rider. I'm now the first rider on the road.
1 minute 30 away from you.
1 kilometer left. I have 6 seconds on Pogacar is all. It's a small gap. But we could be headed for another stage here. I think when I come around this corner, I'm going to start my attack. It is steeper through here, so we've got to be... There we go. Just gentle on the attack for now. Okay, now flat out for the finish. And we win back-to-back stages. No, we don't. Not back-to-back. There was a sprint in between. This is going to move me up into the race lead. 17-second advantage at the finish line, plus the 10-second time bonus. Vingegaard, Evenepoel joining me on the podium. Pogacar, the only other one with the same time as those two. Roglic, 34 down. Simon, Adam, and Bernal come in together at 59 seconds behind. Nice on them. Strong performance there. It's going to put us in a very strong position as a team. I lead the general by 9 seconds over Vingegaard. It's very early in the race. We've only done 4 stages. Very early in the race to be in the race lead and have to defend it. Evenepoel 12 down, Pogacar 29, Roglic 48, Adam 6th, Simon 8th, Bernal 10th, Kung still up there in 12th, and now the gaps are starting to open. It's already 3.5 minutes to Bardet in 14th. Bardet, who just beat me in the Dauphiné on paper with the quick sim. So, yeah, he's not even showing up to the race right now. Mohoric is also next spot down in 15th, 4:04 down, so another half minute, which means that gap really starts to open up fast, doesn't it? 4 minutes, 4.5, 4:50. It does open pretty quick. Matthews is 24th at 6:33 down. KOM, I now have 7 points, third in that classification. We might have a chance at winning that as well. Points classification 13 behind Milan, and leading the young riders, of course, if I lead the overall. But we are the team leader now, from 4th place up to 1st in the team classification. Now sitting on 755 points for the season, over 300 ahead of Pogačar. But pressure's now on. We have the yellow jersey. It's going to help me score points faster. However, put the team to work to defend, and that's a different story. So we've had an easy time making up the time losses from the time trial on stage 1, but we lucked out. It was only 9 kilometers. And then we've already claimed 2 stages in the 3 to follow. In fact, we have a perfect record right now, 2 for 2 on anything not a sprint stage or time trial. 5 is a sprint stage, so we quick sim this one. 6 will be a punchy stage.
Well
we'll
done,
take control
guys.
of that.
It's a nice podium place today. I was expecting to see you towards the front, but not necessarily on the podium. Once again, well done. We retain the yellow jersey. It's a perfect day.
Caden Groves grabs 3rd on the stage. Good performance there. This is one of the more interesting stages here on stage 6. We've got 3 climbs back to back to back, all Cat 2 climbs. It will hurt the field. We've got 140 in the peloton. We're chasing a breakaway of 13 that has a 2-minute advantage. There are some time bonuses on the top of the 3rd climb, but then it's a long way to the finish. So for now, we've got guys doing the work. I'm hoping everybody's going to be okay through this first climb, and so far looking that they will. Groves cutting it kind of close, but he'll get a little recovery on the descent. And then we will definitely gel up with a lot of the riders here before the 2nd climb. Peloton down to 66 riders. And that is the descent all but done. Okay. And we're going to definitely pick our tempo here. I'm waiting for the 3rd climb. The decisive climb. I would like to get the bonus seconds, but I don't think the stage has much of a chance. Tour plus 5 riders still off the front, and we're still 2 minutes down, so chasing those guys down is not going to be easy from here. Pace suddenly lifts. We have not been the ones doing the work at this point, so might need to get somebody involved in the chase. Pogačar came on pretty hard and fast there. He may go for a move. Matthews couldn't quite keep up with my pace and ends up coming across the road to try to get in front of me, and ends up going deep and squeezing me. 39 left, 33 left, 29 left. Oof, Yates gets dropped. No, he's back in. We do bring it down to 28 though. Front 6, still a 2-minute advantage. And I'm going to just arrow tuck. Just 5k to go to the top, but we're coming back on that front 6 pretty quick now with Mohoric riding hard.
Coupled with his time trial skills, Pierre Latour has the qualities required to aim for the general classification in stage races. The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton. There will be time bonuses at the top of the climb. 8, 5 and 2 seconds for the general classification. Last time checked with a breakaway, 1 minute.
It's Mohoric done. Shoulders are bobbing real bad. Matthews might be taking over here in just a second. Yes, yes he is. Okay, so Mohoric is done. Matthews, ride tempo. Mohoric, use your last gel. And you can persist without limit. Kung is protecting Yates. We could tell these guys to use their blue gel. I still have my blue gel.
Okay,
I could definitely attack and go get the time, but I think the better thing is to have a small group with some teammates to get us towards the finish line, still with a small group, getting some time gaps over competitors, and then trying to just sprint for the stage as opposed to going solo. Solo just does not feel like a good option. Matthews, okay, red's done, but you still have some blue, so let's use that red now. Let's use, oh, you're using your, yeah.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Down to 19. Mohoric is out the back. Down to just 42 seconds on the front six as well. The time gains are not going to be easy to get to at the
Being
moment.
left behind. It's good news for the overall standings. There's an attack. Watch out, guys.
Comes
It's
a
up to
Venable.
us to control the race.
Waited till I crested that part. It's a little less steep, a little
30
less
seconds
energy to
lead for
have
the
to
head of the
burn
race.
to keep up with these guys. Just coming up gradually. 1K from the top. There you go. There's their lift. And I split the group. Can I split these guys? I can. Okay, we're going to need that red. Cepeda still up there. Latour still up there. Now second on the road. Okay, we need a little bit more to get the top first. And we get the top first. 8 seconds.
You'll soon have no
8 more
energy
seconds.
for an attack.
Pogacar gets 2 seconds.
You were first over the top of the...
That is the descent for now. We're still at a high point between here and the finish
He's one
line,
of the
though, so we're
favourites
going to
of the
be
race
descending
and the
again here
undisputed
shortly.
leader of his team. Watch out for him.
Pogacar leaves the group behind.
Putting his foot
He's
on the pedal
chasing.
because he's a danger to the overall standings.
I still have my gel. I still have my gel. Okay, we've
He's
crested with
trying to get out
this.
of the peloton. Watch out.
And we're going to start descending again here in just a moment. Right now, I can't burn all my energy as close as they are. I've got to make sure. I'm going to have a group of 11. I'm going to have a teammate here in a moment.
Romain Bardet is one of the climbers who can compete on a global stage.
15K
He's a good
though.
climber and puncher, and it's best for his opponents
Can
that
I
they
open
keep
this?
an eye
Oh,
on him
I've been
and
caught.
not give him too much leeway, because he's not just good going
I've
up.
not been
he's
caught.
also one of the best descenders in the peloton.
Opening the gap just a little bit good.
They're riding hard behind.
Now there's 5.
This isn't the moment to relax.
Pogacar is
15
behind.
kilometers from the finish for the man at the front.
So I still have that red gel, which is why I'm kind of making a little push here to really try to break the back of a lot of these guys. Mataway and Vlasov are broken. Cepeda,
The
Van
others will
Aert.
not necessarily want to cooperate.
But I've got a teammate here. Got a teammate here. It's Yates, but he's got nothing. He's got nothing in the tank. But that's kind of what I was aiming for, right? Guys are dropping off. I mean, look how fast the gaps are growing behind us. Following the Venipol as he tries to go. So cat and mouse. Cat and mouse is the name of the game right now. This is the last hill, maybe? Second to last hill. Venipol. Not really riding. Adam Yates got dropped. Mataway got dropped. No, Mataway already had been dropped. You can see just how fast those gaps are going up. 7.6. There we go. Here comes the next flat out. What I've been waiting for. Vingegaard takes it. I've got plenty of energy now with 7K. I'm okay following these guys. This is now about
Your
the red
opponents
bar
are upping the pace to
and
hold
being
off
able
the
to
peloton.
sprint as we catch Roglic.
He's attacking.
And then
Chase
there
it
goes the
down.
next
Straight
attack.
away. There's an attack. Watch out,
Following
guys.
Pogacar
It's
now.
up to us to control the race.
We were able to latch on this time. It's using a bit of red bar as he went full attack. Does not split the group. Does not. Pidcock drops. Pidcock drops. 2.8k. So we need to start gelling up. And that's it for the gel. 1.8k, but we've recovered. We've caught a Vetapole. And Pidcock got back on. Little hill here, but it looks like it's going to go down in the final meters. There's a left-hander here. Ooh, energy is low, but it's last kilometer. Following Pidcock, I'm not sure I'm in a position to win this stage, but we're going to go flat out from here and going for it, and there goes the energy. Bonk at the line. I don't know if I won that or took second. Either way, we're going to get time bonuses. And we have a very, very small select group, and Adam Yates is also well placed. Here is the replay. We'll see. I'm definitely oh yeah, no, that's a stage win. That is a stage win, our third. Retention of the yellow jersey, small extension of it with another stage victory, and we had the time bonus at the top of the final climb. So 18 seconds gained overall. Pidcock, a guy who's a contender, but not a major contender. He's a contender for a top 10, really. Finishes on same time, but 6 seconds is all he gains. Pidcock finishes 4 seconds down, gains 6 seconds, so really he only gains 2, and I gained 18. So I put 16 seconds into Pidcock, and I put 22 into a Vetapole, Vingegaard, and Roglic. Bardet slips off the back there at the end, gets 7th, 12 seconds, and Adam Yates, best of the rest, in 8th at 2:25, Mataway 2:56. So big gaps to those chasers. Puts us in a very strong GC position. We'll say a third. We're not exactly a third in yet, right? One more stage to go, but a third of the way into this tour. A lot of the easier stages, of course, behind us. It gets tougher from here. We still have all 4 of our mountain stages to come, but the first one's next. So this is a perfect stopping point. But we have a half-minute advantage over Vingegaard and a Vetapole. Pidcock just missing the podium for the moment at 45 down. Roglic minute 10. Bardet is 6th at 4:07, and Adam Yates is 7th at 4:30. Pidcock, Van Aert, Simon Yates also in the top 10 at 6:31. Bernal is 12th, so we're all over having riders that are good enough to just about hang in the top 10, but there's a huge gap from the top 5 to everybody else. And the top 5, I think, should be a surprise to absolutely no one among the audience, but maybe in the real world, they would see me and go, whoa, hold on a second. He won 2 stages a year ago and surprised with 6, but, he really got it because he was in a breakaway and gained a bunch of time on a breakaway stage to get that. Like, is he truly a contender right now, or is he just good enough to be in the top 5? I think a lot of people in the game universe would be looking at that and thinking that. Others, a little more knowledgeable, would go, well, hold on, he just won the world championship, he won the individual rankings at the end of the year. Yeah, no, he's quality. You should have seen it coming. I think that would be kind of the 2 primary viewpoints. The casual viewer would be surprised. The dedicated viewers, the ones that really know the sport, would know damn well that I could and should be competing. Here's the thing, though, folks. It's only a minute separating the top 5. Very, very close, but we've already brought it down to a 5-horse race, and I've got 3 teammates that are riding well. They haven't been that supportive yet. We've done a lot of this individually, but the big mountains is where I'm going to need that support and expect to have that support, and we'll see just how things shake up in the mountains to come. So far, we've navigated the hills or the shorter mountainous climbs. The big part of the race is just set to begin, but it started very well. 3 victories and the overall lead, but still a close contest. That's going to do it for this one. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.